I'm I'm expecting a lot out of.
Yeah, I mean, it's not probably the answer you're looking for, but I would say all of them. I
Sure.
mean, if you look at the roster and what we need, the good thing is they're all different players.
Sure.
So I think they have a variety of skill sets. So I feel good about the opportunity that they're going to have. I think the other thing about them is, they've been committed to us for a while. And they're pretty connected. We have a group text, so we're always talking to them. So they're ready to go, and like everyone else, we'll hope they'll be as ready as they can be by next fall.
I think they move in June 15th.
Whatever that week, June 10th, 11th. Is that Saturday, Sunday?
Sure.
Yeah,
I'll check.
yeah. Whatever that Monday is when we start summer school. We get 8 weeks, and then because we're doing a foreign tour, we can the NCAA allows you 10 practices. So that'll be really probably the key thing of our summers. And we have a new strength coach, so we have to kind of get that organized. But the 10 practices will be big, and then we'll go August 7th.
When did the 10 practices start?
We can do it whenever we want to do it. We'll probably stagger it a little bit because you have to work around recruiting, and we have to work around, what the strength coach feels like, where we are, and I think that's probably the biggest things. I would say most of them will be near end of July or early August before we go.
Has there been a time, and maybe it's just as soon as when Emily and Lex and that class came in, but has there been a time that you've relied on so many freshmen to play such a big role right away?
I'm trying to think. I think no. I don't think so. I mean, we've had freshmen impact our team in a variety of ways, but I think this group probably. They came to Iowa State for a lot of reasons, but I think they really wanted to come and impact what's going on. Emily and Nye, I think, are perfect leaders for them and kind of get them ready to go. But, I think, there's no question they're all going to contribute, and we need them to.
Were you a part of the team text chain with them?
Yeah, it's the 5 freshmen and incoming freshmen myself. And obviously, we have other parts of the program too, but I've always I wanted them to get as connected as possible before they even showed up. When they made their official visit, they all came at the same time. So we've tried to kind of build that, not just that they're all coming to the same school, that they're coming with a sense of familiarity that hopefully will kind of speed the learning curve.
I remember you told a story that before Maggie got to Ames, you had said, like, be ready. You're gonna play a lot. Have you extended that type of message to them as well?
Yeah, I probably didn't put it in that nice of terms. I probably used a few other stronger words about being ready, but no, I have. I've told them that. Obviously, with the change in our roster, they're smart. They see what's ahead of them, and they see the opportunity. And every kid says the same thing. They want to play, and they're all going to have that chance. And I'd be shocked if they don't go out there and compete and do the things that our players have always done.
What type of an anchor can Emily be in this new, with the turnover that there is?
Yeah, no, I think anytime you have someone with the leadership capabilities of Emily Ryan, she's as good as I've ever been around, and I think you need to rely on that. And she plays a position of leadership. It's like when Brock was here or whatever, I've always said she reminds me of Brock Purdy. It's like maybe not the best at anything, but everyone follows and everyone trusts them, and that goes a long way. And when 7 of your 12 roster players are new, how do they get taught besides what the coaches tell them? What are they taught about being an Iowa State student athlete, Iowa State women's basketball player? And that's going to come from Em and Nye. And, Emily's got the street cred to say it. I mean, she's been the starter from day one. And I think our kids, and she likes that. Some kids don't want that responsibility. She embraces it, wants it. She's always texting, like, hey, what should I be doing? What can we do? Like, she gets it. And she's in a tough spot. Obviously, it's going to be really, really hard. She's not going to have the help that she probably thought she was going to have, but she's up for the challenge, I think.
What
Thanks,
led
Bill.
you?
Thanks, Rob.
You know, I know you had said like I have so much faith in that group, but you also mentioned like I know it's freshmen that haven't played, but what gives you so much confidence in that group that they can walk in and
Yeah,
contribute?
I really think, Tommy, there's a lot of things, but I think the maturity level of all of them is I think a little bit above what most incoming freshmen are like on my view. And you look at, all of them, Kelsey's, obviously the Jones family, AJ's brother played football here, dad played football here. Addie Brown's older sister plays at Duke. Um, Audie's been on JB as a really competitive family. So I think the idea of what you have to do to compete at this level, they understand. Now, you haven't lived it. We don't talk about it. You got to live it. But I think that won't be a shock. Now, the workload might be a little bit of a shock, but I think their maturity, and I think they're just so fired up to come, and I think that's exciting.
How big is it to get that overseas trip with that
Yeah.
group?
No, I think that's part of the reason we postponed. We haven't done it in 9 years. You can do it every 4. Obviously, COVID stepped in, but we kind of felt like this was a group that really could use it. And obviously, you get your summer work. The 10 practices are huge, and then obviously you're going to play games. The games are not the important thing. It's the practice and the ability and time spent together. You learn a lot about each other when you travel, and you certainly learn a lot about each other when you travel overseas. It's a whole different animal in a lot of ways. So I think it's going to be a great trip, and hopefully we get out of it what we're hoping to get out of it, I guess.
So you kind of got an extra year of eligibility for Steph.
Yeah.
Just, is it going to be a nice situation for you to have
Yeah.
her help and just have her around? It's
Yeah, I
gotta
mean,
be
I think
nice
that's
for you.
I think Tommy, that's the best way to put it. Any day you're in the same room or you're around Stephanie, you feel better about yourself, and it's a better day. She's just that kind of kid, and so I think that's a big piece of it. Her ability to work with our post players, 2 of them are new, and certainly Izzy returning, so that's big. And this will be it's our responsibility to finish her rehab the right way. And Dallas was all on board. No one's going to do it better than us and our medical team. So it's a win-win for everyone. And our goal is that when the fall semester ends, she's ready to rock and roll and move on with her professional career.
She'll be with you. I gotta imagine she'll be with you the whole year. There isn't
yeah.
anything that like.
Yeah, I mean,
we're
we don't really know. I think the biggest challenge will be we're going to get through the fall semester.
Sure.
And then we'll see where she is, and then they'll make decisions on. It's an odd time to go overseas,
Yep.
but she's a very unique talent,
Yep.
and there might be a team that says, "Hey, we'll take her for 2 months." So I think our main goal right now is let's get through the fall semester, let her finish her academic load, let her finish her rehab, which should be her. She had the surgery January 26th. So she's moving along. So once we get there, then we'll have another meeting with Dallas and all the people involved and make a decision.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what is kind of where is she at in the whole process?
She's ahead. I don't know exactly timeline wise, but she's working out all the time and she looks great. Now she's not ready for contact, but if you just walked in the gym and looked in the field house and she's shooting, you'd be like, wow, she's ready to go. Now she hasn't run on it, on the court. And again, it's contact related. So she's 5 months post-op. So, but everything's gone great so far. Our trainers are pleased with it. She's in a really good frame of mind. And I think she's past the really drudging, the first 2 months just suck, but now she's into more skill development. And I think she can see I'm not that far away from playing. So
Sure.
I think she's excited about that.
One quick question, just